Hey guys, welcome back to the GIZGUIDEPH Channel. This is Neil, and in this video we'll be unboxing two new Vivo smartphones, the Vivo V20 SE and the Vivo V20. Now these two new smartphones from Vivo supposedly will give us great performance in terms of battery life and cameras. But before we begin, let's look at the specs of these things. First up is the Vivo V20 SE. Now this new smartphone has a 6.44-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 665 processor, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, 4100 mAh battery with 33 watts fast charging via the USB Type-C port, a 32 megapixel selfie camera, a 48 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 2 megapixel bokeh portrait mode camera with night mode. Now it comes in two colorways, Gravity Black and Oxygen Blue. The next phone is the V20. The V20 also features a 6.44-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a Snapdragon 720G processor, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, 4000 mAh battery with 33 watts fast charging via the USB Type-C, a 44 megapixel selfie camera, a 64 megapixel main rear camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and a 2 megapixel monochrome camera with night mode. Both phones will be running Fun TouchOS 11 based on Android 10, and the V20 will come in Black Midnight Jazz and Blue Sunset Melody. Now, we don't know yet the prices of these phones as of recording, but they are expected to be very affordable for their performance. Let's look at these phones right now. Let's go for the V20 SE first. Let's look at our knife. It's a mass drop special knife right now, courtesy of Bedroom Music. Now, if you guys haven't yet, you can check them out on YouTube. They feature local artists, and I think you'll enjoy that. Alright, let's look at the V20 SE. Alright. What we have here is the 8GB, 128GB model. As you can see, there's been a shake already. This is the phone, but let's put it to one side first. You can already see the beautiful back right there. And then, of course, we have here the USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. I'll show it to you guys. Hang on, let me pull it out. Alright, as you can see here, it's a USB Type-A to USB Type-C over here. It's white inside, no blue trimming from Vivo. We have here the AirPods-like earphones from Vivo. As you know, Vivo is also known for their high-quality audio performance. It's the normal 3.5mm headphone jack with the buttons over here for the controls of volume and the calls. We also have here the power brick. This is a 33-watt charger. As you can see, it has the Vivo Flash Charge 2.0. Now, supposedly it will charge the 4100 mAh battery really quickly. Let's put it to one side, and then, of course, let's check what's inside here. Okay, so we have here the usual clear, transparent case from Vivo. It has a dotted texture inside to add friction to keep the phone from moving around. It also has embossment for the buttons over here, and they also have some punch holes for the 3.5mm headphone jack, the speakers, and it has a seal for the USB-C port. And of course, also the last microphone here on top, and of course a cutout for the cameras over here. All right. Next up is the documentation. As you can see here, we have several forms of documentation, warranty and important information, safety. And of course, lastly is our SIM injector tool. Now, since we have it here, let's check what's inside the SIM tray. Let's pull out the phone. All right. All right. Alright, let's check the SIM since we're here. The SIM is here on top, so let's push it out. There we go, guys. As you can see here, it's a full SIM tray, meaning we can fit 2 nano SIM cards and 1 micro SD card slot. As you can see, it has what looks like a gasket. Is it water resistant? There's no rating of water resistance, but this red thing over here is a gasket, meaning it's designed to be able to resist water. This is pretty nice. It may not be rated, but it's nice knowing that you have a gasket over here. Let's put it back. All right, let's switch it on. All right. While we're waiting for that to turn on and set up, we'll unbox the other phone. Pardon my mess, guys. Let's just fix it up. Let's put it all here. All right. While we're waiting for that, let's look at... All right. Let's look at the V20 normal. All right. Let's get a master off knife over here. All right. Okay. This is a lot smoother. Okay, guys. All right, let's pull out the stuff in here. Okay, similar layout. We have here the documentation, and of course the SIM tray. And then of course we have the case. As you can see here, the cutout on the case is different because it's a lot more squarish. And then of course we have the cutouts for the 3.5mm headphone jack, the speaker, and the seal for the USB Type-C port, and of course the microphone port over here on top. Let's put this to one side. Let's pull out the phone itself. Put it on the side. Oh, you can see the very teaser colorway over there. Okay, same thing here below. We still have the USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. Let's pull it out again. As you can see, it's the same one because they both have the flash charge 2.0, which is rated 33 watts. The same earphones over here. And then, of course, the Vivo flash charge 2.0 charger. This is 33 watts, as I said earlier. And all right, let's look at the phone itself. Can you hear that satisfying click? Oh my God. Zoom in on this baby. Can you see that reflection, the glimmer of that product is so nice. You know what? I really had to give props to Vivo. The phones that they've been making recently have been the best looking phones we've ever seen. If you guys haven't yet, we'll put a link below to our articles on the X50. The X50 is also one of the most beautiful phones we've ever seen as of late. You guys are welcome to read them. They have a similar design language now. It's very beautiful. As you can see here, this is frosted glass. Wow. And you can really feel the texture. You know it's glass. Good job, Vivo. And look at this. I don't know if this also has the gimbal-like cameras from the X50, but it does look like it has a very beefy camera module over here. You can even see the dual LED flash over there. All right, let's turn both phones on. Okay. Let's put these things to one side so we can really see them. Let's not forget the SIM. So unlike the V20 SE, the SIM tray of the V20 is on the side. Let's check it out as well. Oh, okay. So this one, the V20, has a hybrid nano SIM tray. Oh, no. No. I'm sorry, guys. These are dual nano SIM trays, just a little bit more compact, and the micro SD over here. So it's still a full SIM tray, but in a more compact, space-saving form factor. All right. That's very nice. Good to know, Vivo. Okay, guys. Let's first look at the V20 SE's hardware. As you can see here at the back, it is a glossy back, and I think this is Glastic. But we do have the Vivo branding here on the bottom, and as you can see, it's a two-tone design. It's a dark blue and then a silvery-ish colorway. And then, of course, we have here the rear camera module, which is made out of the 48 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and the 2 megapixel portrait camera. And then, of course, the dual LED flash over there. As you can see, it has a nice glimmer as well. It's very glossy, very shiny. But as you can see here, I think it's very much a fingerprint magnet. But otherwise, it's a very beautiful smartphone over here. Now, let's look at the front. As you can see here, guys, this is an AMOLED display. Vivo has been pushing AMOLED displays for a while now, and as you can see, it's very beautiful. Look at the crisp text over here. You can really clearly see the text and its edges. It's very beautiful. And if you can see here, the colors are very, very vibrant. I can really see and distinguish the colors very nicely. Let's look at how bright this can go. This is already just at half brightness. All right, you can really push it. Okay, see, I don't know if you can see it, guys, but it's really bright and vibrant, and you can really see the edges of the UI. It's really sharp. Look at here. The date is wrong, but it's very nice. As you can see, you can really clearly read the Wednesday, comma July 22, and then as you can see, this is very responsive as well. It's very beautiful. One thing that I noticed, guys, is that even though the notch over here is there, it's not as noticeable as the other notches of the past Vivo phones. It's very slim, along with the bezels, side and top bezels. And as you can see here, the earpiece is very slim as well. It's very small. It's almost not there. And I really like the fact that the curve over here on the display is so similar to the curve of the corners of the phone itself, which gives it a more symmetrical look. I really like it. It's a small thing, but you notice it right away. I really like it. The only thing that I noticed is the chin bezel over here is thicker than the other bezel side, so it's a little bit distracting at first, but you get used to it, especially because when you're going to hold it like that, you're not going to see it with your thumb over here. Now, the other thing that I noticed is the sides. As you can see here, guys, the volume buttons and the power buttons are very tactile. They have the similar material as the frame, so you can really feel that it's similar, but it's not metal. So I think it's high quality polycarbonate, so you can really feel it when you click it. And then of course at the bottom, guys, you can see we have the speaker grills along with the USB Type-C, the microphone port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left side, it's pretty smooth. There's nothing here. And then on top, as mentioned earlier, is the SIM tray and then a microphone port. SIM tray and microphone port over here. All right, that is the V20 SE. Let's look at the V20. All right, as mentioned earlier, it has a very eye-catching back. This is one of the most beautiful changing colors I've seen on a smartphone yet. It even has a frosted glass back with the Vivo branding over here at the bottom. And of course, the rear-facing cameras, it's made of a 64-megapixel main camera, 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2-megapixel monochrome camera, and of course an LED flash over there. And it's made of a square-ish camera module. It's really nice. It's very eye-catching, and it's a Vivo phone. Vivo's new design language really needs to be rewarded, because I think it's one of the most beautiful designs I've seen as of late. All right, let's look at the front. Same story here, guys. This is an AMOLED display, full HD plus. So as you can see here, it has a very similar display. You can see that there's a small notch on top, and you have a very slim bezels on the side and on top, and that very slim earpiece. Again, the only thing you notice is the slightly thicker chin bezel over here, but it's same story. It's very responsive, it's very bright, very vibrant. The text is crisp, it's very nice. Let's see how bright it can go. All right, it's a very good display. Vivo AMOLEDs are always nice. Now let's look at the sides. Now here on top, guys, it's a single microphone port. On the side is the volume buttons and the power button. It has a better tactile feel than the V20 SE. It feels a little bit more flush and a little bit more stabilized than the it's slightly plasticky here on the V20 SE. This is a little bit more refined. I generally feel that the V20's buttons are better overall. On the bottom, guys, is the speaker grills, and then of course the USB-C port, another microphone port, and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left side is the SIM tray that we opened up earlier. It's a full SIM tray with 2 nano SIMs and 1 micro SD card slot, and that's it. That's the microphone port on top. Okay, that is the build quality of the Vivo V20 SE and the V20. As you can see here, guys, it's clearly seen that Vivo has been upping their design game with their latest smartphones. But if you really want the prettier phone, it's the V20 over here. Look at how different it is. Both are beautiful. Both are nice. If you only saw each one of them by themselves, each one would catch your eye. But when you put them side by side, it's clear that the V20 has a better design overall because of that beautiful back and frosted glass panel, while the V20 SE has the more generic glossy back. Okay guys, let's take the V20 SE for a camera test. As you can see guys, it's nighttime here where I am, so it's a good time to try the new night mode from Vivo's new smartphone. Let's take a generic picture without night mode. Oh, let's turn off the flash. The flash ruined it. Okay guys, let's try out the new night mode from Vivo. But first, let's try a generic shot, an auto shot, to see how it performs only in auto, and then we'll see how it performs during night mode. Okay, I took one from 1x. Here is the 2x. Now let's switch to the super wide angle. Okay, now let's go for the night mode. There we go. The night mode only has one setting. You can switch between lenses when you're using the night mode. And it's very quick. It only took less than 5 seconds to do the night mode. Alright. It's pretty nice, okay. We'll flash it on the screen so you can see, guys. Now let's take a selfie. Take note guys that this is a dimly lit situation. But from here, right here, I can really clearly see the details of my face. It's very nice. Okay, let's try the V20. Again, let's take a photo during auto. Then let's zoom in to 2x. Now let's take the cameras from the V20. Alright. As you can see guys, this is the 1x zoom for auto. It's a lot cleaner than the V20 SE. It did struggle in the background again, but as you can see, it's a lot sharper than the V20 SE. And it's a lot cleaner as well. I am very happy with this main rear camera from Vivo 20. And at 2x zoom, it's a lot softer. I'm a little not happy with that one. Now the ultra wide. The ultra wide is softer, and there's a lot more noticeable grain, but this is okay. And then of course the night mode. It's a lot softer. Even in night mode, it's a lot softer. I'm not too impressed with the night mode of the V20 right now. But the selfie camera, look at this guys. This is a stunningly good selfie camera. Look at the fidelity of my glasses. As you can see here, the acrylic black frame and then the gold metal. It's so crisp. I think there's also a bit of softening here. My face isn't this clear, isn't this smooth, but it still looks natural. Look at my hair strands. This is a stunningly good selfie camera. I think this is one of the best selfie cameras right now. You know what guys, we've always said, me and Peter have always said in GIZGUIDE for several years now, Vivo has been making some of the best selfies cameras for a while, and it's usually in the V series. I can remember distinctly the V17 or the V... That was a very good camera. It was very underrated. I don't know why. I think people should really look at the V series in terms of selfie. Look at this. It's so nice. Okay? And that concludes the cameras for the V20 and the V20 SE. Okay guys, let's wrap it up. What did we get from the V20 SE and the V20? Both of them offer the same 33 watts fast charging, and I think that's very nice because they have similar battery capacities. One has the 4100 milliampere battery, while the other has the 4000 milliampere battery. Now that's very similar, so you won't notice the difference in battery, but they also have the same AMOLED display, so both are very sharp and crisp, very bright, very vibrant as well. But what really makes the difference between the two is that the V20 has the upgraded camera modules. It has a 64 megapixel main rear camera. It also has this beautiful frosted back with this very nice shimmering back. I mean, the back of the V20 SE is also nice, but it's not as eye-catching or as confident boosting as the V20 over here. Aside from that, I really like the fact that the V20 has the Snapdragon 720G. And the 720G is quite a bit of a surprise from Snapdragon because it performs slightly less than the V30, but it's near the performance of that phone for a more affordable price. The V20 SE, however, has the Snapdragon 665, which has been around for a very long time, and it has been known as a very battery efficient SoC, meaning it is able to give you a very long lasting battery life while offering you a decent amount of performance. But as I said, it's an aging processor, so some people may not be happy with that. But if you're okay with that and you prefer battery life, then I think this will be able to perform better for you. But of course, what I'm saying right now are my first impressions. We still haven't done our usual benchmark test with them. So until our full review, I think we should hold off on anything more. Overall, I'm very happy with my first impressions with both of them. Their camera performance are very similar, but I could really see the difference between the selfie camera of the V20 against the V20 SE. The selfie camera here is one of the best I've seen right out of the bat. I am very impressed with it right away, and I have no question because a lot of the V series smartphones have been very impressive over the years. So guys, we don't know yet the price of these two phones, but I can clearly see that I'm highly going to recommend you checking out the V20 and V20 SE, but I'm leaning more towards the V20. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Neil. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, or if you want, follow us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and you'll get more information about tech. You'll get reviews as well, news, and everything in between. I hope that we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.